Brilliance Audio presents Born to Die by Lisa Jackson, performed by Natalie Ross. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Tonight, Shelley Bonaventure thought she'd come out the loser. Make that a loser with a capital L, the kind kids made with their thumb and forefinger held up to their foreheads. She unlocked the door of her apartment, threw her purse onto the entryway table, and felt a sudden searing pain scream through her guts. Gasping, she doubled over, her insides on fire. Suddenly, out of the blue, "Oh!" she moaned as the pain subsided enough that she could stumble to the couch. "What the hell?" Still queasy, the pain in her abdomen slightly lessened. She took in several deep breaths. Was the pain bad enough to call 911? Or should she head to the ER herself? "Don't be silly," she whispered. But an uneasy feeling that something was very, very wrong stuck with her. "Pull yourself together," she said, and kicked off her high heels. Either she'd drunk too much, eaten the wrong thing, or her period was coming a few days early. No way. Not with pain like that. She closed her eyes for a second, beads of perspiration collecting on her upper lip. She would take some Pepto if she had it, and if not, just suffer through until morning. As she swiped at the sweat, she glanced around for her cat. "Lana?" she said, and heard no response. Odd. The cat usually trotted out of whatever hiding spot she'd claimed when she heard the front door's lock spring open. Huh. "Lana! Come on, kitty!" Again she listened. Again she heard nothing. Oh well, maybe the calico was just playing games with her and would spring out from a darkened hallway to scare the liver out of Shelley. It had happened before. Yet... Slowly she made her way to the bathroom, nearly tripping on the rug she'd bought. Oh, God, had it really been 7 years ago? Come out, wherever you are," she sing-songed to the cat. "Mama's home." Clunk. The sound came from the patio. Startled, Shelley whipped around. Was there a shadow on the patio? Heart in her throat, she stepped forward and peered through the sliding door, where she saw that the shadow was only that of a palm frond catching in the wind and dancing in front of the porch light. Idiot! Stop being paranoid. So what was the noise? The cat? Where? Her nerves still stretched a bit. Shelley convinced herself it was nothing. Probably the old guy in the unit above hers. Bob, whatever. He was always dropping something. Another wave of nausea swept through her, and she clenched her teeth until the pain subsided. God, what was wrong with her? Holding onto the back of the couch, she let out her breath, then glanced around the living area. Had she lived in this one-bedroom apartment for nearly a decade, watching as the years tumbled past, the lines in her face becoming more pronounced, and the roles she'd hoped to land slipping through her fingers? Ever since her divorce from Donovan. She wasn't going to dwell on that piece of ancient history. Not tonight. A positive attitude, that was what she needed. And maybe something to calm her stomach. She'd just had a little too much to drink at Lizard's, the bar named more for its clientele than any real reptile, which was less than 2 blocks down the street. Cutting loose, telling herself she was going to embrace the big 3-5, which was bearing down on her, she'd overindulged. But just a bit. Right?